Check, check, check. 1, 2. We'll convene the meeting in just a moment. All right, good morning, everyone. We'll go ahead and convene this meeting, the Education Committee on Wednesday, March 6, 2024. I will open it up to chairs for comments. Senator McCrory.
Good morning, everyone. I look forward for a good, solid meeting. Questions and concerns, make sure we get it out to the public. I'm glad everyone who's in here, glad to see you today, and those who are listening online.
Senator Berthel.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. Just a note for the record, if you will. My House Ranking Member, Representative McCarty, is at a oh, she is online. Okay, well, she's online. She's not present here today due to attendance at a funeral. But we have some good stuff before us, and let's get underway.
Absolutely. Representative McCarty, did you like to make any comments?
Yes, if you will, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And just for a personal note of privilege, I would like to thank you for this time. I am attending a funeral for Fran Rabinowitz's husband. Mark Rabinowitz, as you know, was also a very, very good friend to education for many years. So at some point, I would ask if we could just have a moment of silence in honor of Mark Rabinowitz. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Ranking Member. We will have a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. Please give Fran our best, Kathleen. Let her know we're all thinking of her.
I will certainly do that. Thank you.
All right. So let's get into our first JF meeting. So item number 1, House Bill 5051, an act establishing early start CT. May I have a motion to JF to appropriations?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Senator Mercorius, a second by Senator Berthel. Are there any questions or comments? So OEC brought this forward before us. This actually was a governor's bill. I want to give due credit to Commissioner Bai and her team over at OEC for really responding to a lot of the work that was done throughout the Blue Ribbon panel over the last year and for providing us hopefully a framework for what will be a unified system over the next couple of years that are truly going to help serve our littlest learners around the state of Connecticut. A number of great new initiatives to help streamline these processes are going to set that in place, as well as the establishment of the local governance councils that are going to also that are funded that will be able to provide that support to the districts for these streamlined programs. And hopefully this is going to result in a better continuum of education for our littlest learners as they head up until kindergarten and K through 12 and beyond. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Seeing none. Senator Berthel.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to move that we start a consent calendar.
Are there any objections to a consent calendar being started? Seeing none. Madam Clerk, if you would go ahead and place item number 1 on the starter consent calendar, and please place item number 1 there. Item number 2, House Bill 5180, an act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education. May I have a motion to JFS to the floor, LCO 2633. I have a motion by Senator McCrory, a second by Senator Berthel. This was the legislation, as it says in the title, recommendations that the Department of Education brought to us. In the S language, as you're going through, we removed the section regarding the adult education credits in which they were attempting to codify what was deemed as current practice to align with the current credit requirements for our traditional K-12 programs. The decision to pull that at this time is because in legislation you see this year that we have asked an organization and all of the ed world to kind of get together to have the conversation around graduation requirements, simply because I think we're hearing a lot from our superintendents, from our students, and from our teachers that we no longer have the ability to be flexible and open up different opportunities for our students in high schools, whether that be additional concurrent enrollment opportunities, dual enrollment opportunities, getting the trades into the school, all those types of things that districts feel like they're a little bit too tied to these 25, 26 credits currently. So we're going to press pause on that piece as of right now. We changed a date in here with respect to penalties on magnet schools. There was additional language in their proposal that added a new definition for transitional programs. And so we simply try to simplify that and have one simple definition for transition programs. This is a lot of the work that we did last year as a legislature in a very bipartisan fashion with 5001. And which we worked closely with the Department of Education and of the other agencies. So we're going to simplify that. And then also they had originally had bracketed out the unannounced visits to the related sites that provide special education. And we removed those brackets so that would still remain unannounced. Any discussion or concerns on House Bill 5180? Senator Berthel.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There was some concern, and I think it might be articulated at this point on some of these bills with respect to the forthcoming fiscal note. So I think we may have some members today that will vote no on this bill to preserve their right to vote yes as it moves forward once they have an understanding of the cost of doing any of the things that are before us today. Thank you.
Good old democracy at work. Thank you, Senator Berthel. Any other questions or concerns? I do not see any online. Madam Clerk, would you please call a roll?
A motion has been made and seconded to JFS to floor, agenda item number 2, HB 5180, an act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education. Rep. Curry,
Yes.
Senator McCrory,
Yes.
Representative McCarthy,
Representative McCarty votes yes.
Senator Berthel,
Yes.
Representative Leeper, Senator Winfield, Representative Arceno,
Rep. Arceno votes yes.
Representative Bolinsky,
Linsky votes yes.
Representative Brown,
Brown votes yes.
Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Carney, Representative Chaleski,
Representative Chaleski votes yes.
Representative Comey, Representative Cook,
Yes.
Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative Dauphiné, Representative Felipe, Senator Flexer. Representative Foncello,
Representative Foncello votes yes.
Representative Jenga,
Yes.
Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Representative Haynes votes yes.
Senator Harding, Representative Howard, Representative Dominic Johnson,
Representative Dominic Johnson votes yes.
Representative Susan Johnson, Representative Kennedy,
Kennedy votes yes.
Representative Khan, Senator Kushner, Senator Maroney, Representative Mata, Representative McGee, Senator Miller, Representative Napoli, Representative Paris, Representative Poulos,
Rep. Poulos votes yes.
Representative Raider,
Representative Raider votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes,
Reddington Hughes votes yes.
Representative Robert,
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez, Representative Robert Sanchez,
Representative Robert Sanchez votes yes.
Senator Seminara,
Senator Seminar votes yes.
Representative Smith,
Smith votes yes.
Representative Wheelander,
Representative Wheelander votes yes.
Representative Subkis.
Zupkus votes yes.
Thank you.
All right, votes will be held open today, by the way, for members. And we will then also reconvene the meeting at the close of the public hearing to allow members who have not yet voted prior to the start of the public hearing to vote, at which point we will then adjourn the meeting. And if that sounds confusing, I'm happy to say it again later again. All right. Item number 3, House Bill 5181, an act concerning public education in the state. May I have a motion to JF to the floor?
So
I have a motion by Senator McCrory, a second by Senator Berthel. This is a placeholder bill, as we typically have one in the House, and we have the one in the Senate coming up later on. Any questions or concerns? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, would you please call the vote?
A motion has been made and seconded to JF to floor. Agenda item number 3, House Bill 5181, an act concerning public education in the state. Representative Curry,
Yes.
Senator McCrory.
yes.
Representative McCarthy,
Representative McCarty votes yes.
Senator Berthel,
Yes.
Representative Leeper, Senator Winfield, Representative Arseno,
Reparseno votes yes.
Representative Bolinsky,
Polinsky votes yes.
Representative Brown,
Rep. Brown votes yes.
Representative Candelaria, Representative Carney,
Carney votes yes.
Representative Chaleski,
Representative Chaleski votes no.
Representative Comey, Representative Cook, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes no.
Representative Dauphine, Representative Felipe, Senator Flexer, Representative Foncello,
Foncello votes no.
Representative Jenga, Representative Gibson, Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes votes no.
Representative Harding. Representative Howard. Representative Dominic Johnson.
Representative Dominic Johnson votes yes.
Representative Susan Johnson. Representative Kennedy.
Kennedy votes yes.
Representative Khan. Senator Kushner. Senator Maroney. Representative Mata.
Mara votes no.
Representative McGee. Senator Miller. Representative Napoli. Representative Paris. Representative Poulos. Representative Rader.
Representative Rader votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes.
Representative Reddington Hughes votes no.
Representative Roberts.
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez. Representative Robert Sanchez.
Representative Robert Sanchez votes yes.
Senator Seminara.
No.
Representative Smith.
Smith votes yes.
Representative Smith, can you please turn your camera on?
Smith votes yes.
Thank you, sir.
Representative Welander.
Representative Welander votes yes.
Representative Supkus.
Zupkus votes no.
Thank you.
All right, next item, number 4, House Bill number 5182, an act concerning the legislative commissioners' recommendations for technical revisions to the education and early childhood statutes. This is our LCO revisor bill that our fantastic LCO team has brought to us. It is their technical stuff. Anyone have any questions or concerns for the people that make us all look and sound smart? No. Oh, may I have a motion and a second to JFS to the floor, LCO 2641.
So moved. Second.
Motion by McCrory, second by Berthel. Any discussion? Seeing none. Senator Berthel,
Mr. Chair, I move that we place this on the consent calendar.
any objections to that being placed on the consent calendar? Seeing none, Madam Clerks, that's so placed. All right, item number 5. House Bill number 5212, an act concerning education funding. May I have a motion to JFS to appropriations, LCO 2617.
Second.
I have a motion by Representative Cook, a second by Senator McCrory. So this language is a cleanup of what we had originally passed out last year with respect to the language that was negotiated and agreed to upon in the budget document for fiscal year 25 with respect to the $150 million that all of us here unanimously approved out of committee and then fought hard to ensure was included within the budget at the end of last year. This then does put into policy into the out years as well, which is what the original bill last year had intended to do and the bills the years before that. Again, a lot of the S language and technical cleanup was after conversations with LCO, OFA, and OLR, just to ensure that we were getting at what we needed to be getting at, so that when OPM is doing their thorough review, as noted in their testimony, we can all be sure we're having the right and the same conversation. Any questions or concerns on this piece of legislation? Representative Zupkus.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, do we know what the cost is going to be? Because I think it's for 25 and 26. Do we know what the cost, if there is, if there's not, when we'll get it?
So the initial cost for 25 still keeps us within the 150 million that was negotiated and agreed upon. And then as this moves out to appropriations, it's going to give OFA a bit more time to be able to ensure that we have the right fiscal note so that we can have the appropriate debate at that time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Representative Chalesky.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And within this bill, I believe there was an annual increase for the base amount per student for just a few school types and not all school types. And could you maybe talk about that and provide some background on why that is.
Can you point to that particular section if you would, please?
Oh, I don't have a section. But within the states, the funding for K-12 education, there's an annual escalator in the calculation for charters and magnets, I believe, but not for the
Correct.
traditional. So is there a reason behind that?
Yes,
Some background?
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, so unlike our traditional public schools, our public charters and our public magnets aren't tied to any sort of a taxing structure, the way in which our traditionals are tied to our municipal governments. So there's no ability for them to negotiate with anybody other than the state of Connecticut.
That makes sense. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Any other questions? I do not see any online. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
A motion has been made and seconded to JFS to approves agenda item number 5, House Bill 5212, and not concerning education funding. Representative Curry,
Yes.
Senator McCrory,
Yes.
Representative McCarthy,
Representative McCarty votes yes.
Senator Botel,
Yes.
Representative Leeper, Senator Winfield, Representative Arceno,
Representative votes yes.
Representative Bolinsky,
Valinsky votes yes.
Representative Brown,
Brown votes yes.
Representative Candelaria,
Representative Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Carney, Representative Chaleski,
Representative Chaleski votes yes.
Representative Comey, Representative Cook, Representative Cooley, Representative Dauphiné, Representative Felipe, Senator Flexer, Representative Foncello,
Representative Foncello votes yes.
Representative Jenga, Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes votes yes.
Senator Harding, Representative Howard, Representative Dominique Johnson,
Representative Dominique Johnson votes yes.
Representative Susan Johnson, Representative Kennedy,
Kennedy votes yes.
Representative Khan, Senator Kushner, Senator Maroney, Representative Mara,
Mara votes yes.
Representative McGee,
Representative McGee votes yes.
Senator Miller, Representative Napoli, Representative Paris, Representative Poulos, Representative Rader,
Representative Rader votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes,
Representative Reddington Hughes votes yes.
Representative Roberts,
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez, Representative Robert Sanchez,
Representative Robert Sanchez votes yes.
Senator Seminara,
Yes.
Representative Smith,
Smith votes yes.
Representative Wielander,
Representative Wheelander votes yes.
Representative Supkus.
Zupkus votes yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Representative Smith, if you could just make sure to touch base with Madam Clerk when we're done. Your camera was off on the first vote, so we just want to make sure that we get that clearly. Up next, we have item number 6, House Bill 5213, and that concerning disconnected youth. May I have a motion to JFS to the floor, LCO 2696?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Senator McCrory and a second by Senator Berthel. So we had some great conversations with respect to the public hearing on this and trying to find a number of different ways to come at a number of different issues. This is definitely a work in progress as the two-gen advisory board is likely not the entity to be able to tackle this on their own. If you take a look at the CJA calendar, you will see a press conference later on this morning, which will likely give you a bit more insight into who is taking this on. But the S language here simply adds the bereavement task force that our good ranking member has been working very hard on. And we think that given the numbers of students that are impacted through that, that this is also another way in which we can ensure that our youth remain connected to all systems. Any other questions or concerns on this? Representative Zuckus.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, could you just, I like public transportation for kids that need it. As when we were hearing this in the public, one of my concerns is regular busing. And I know any given day, schools don't have to have a seat necessarily for every kid, but any given day they do. And so schools pay for every seat on a bus, whether a child takes it or not. So I guess my first question my first question is, who pays for these bus passes for kids that need them?
So in this proposal, the intent would be that the system, CT Transit system or the other public transit systems would cover the cost of this.
Okay. And then my second question is, you said this is a work in progress. Is there any work going to be done on the busing issue?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great question. And I think that we had some good dialogue, and maybe there is a discussion around some districts who possibly don't need to contract for yellow buses for the high schools. And is there cost savings there if the cost happened to be shifted down to them? And does that still remain a saving? So I think it's definitely an ongoing conversation so we can come to some sort of realistic understanding and common ground.
Great. Thank you.
Absolutely. Representative Reddington Hughes.
Thank you. My concern is with the section 3, 4, 5, and 6, where you are sharing data between youth services, juvenile review boards, and local and regional boards. I know in our last session, we had some concerns with SROs, and we had children in school systems that were claiming that they were pipelines to prison. How would this differ?
So this is simply about the data sharing piece. And I think that anytime that we can have systems collaborating in real time, it essentially is going to help us ensure that we're providing the right supports to students so that it doesn't simply become a pass through and a way to, as you said, a pipeline to prison.
I mean, would some of the same concerns be there though?
I think that, some folks may continue to have certain concerns, but I think so long as we are clear with our intent and with the language as to what these agreements are intended to do and the outcomes that we expect if we're going to make them, I think that will hopefully clear up some of those concerns that people have.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions or concern? Representative Wielander.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Concerning the bereavement program, I also sit on children's, and it came through there as well. I just want to double check if this is sort of the same concept, just to make sure. I think it's a fantastic proposal, and just want to make sure I'm supporting it in all directions.
Yes, it is the what was originally over in children's, and out of respect for our good ranking member, we wanted the ability to have this within this bill as well, so that she may own this here in the Education Committee.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Seeing no other questions, Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Chair, excuse me, I believe Representative Belinsky has his hand raised. Sorry.
Thank you so much. Representative Belinsky, apologies.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member McCarty. I'm a little bit concerned that we're JFSing something to the floor where we don't really have a fiscal note or a handle on just exactly who's handling what or what it could potentially be costing the taxpayers. So should we not be maybe moving this to appropriations instead of to the floor?
Representative Belinsky, so when we make the referral to the floor, it will then require OFA to provide a fiscal note, and then our screening teams will decide whether or not that gets referred elsewhere. And if it has the agreed upon threshold, if that's met for a potential fiscal note, that would be a required referral over to the Appropriations Committee.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the explanation.
Absolutely. All right. Any other questions? I do not see anyone online. My apologies again for not checking that. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
A motion has been made and seconded to JFS to floor. Agenda item number 6, House Bill 5213, and not concerning disconnected youth. Representative Curry,
Yes.
Senator McCrory,
Yes.
Representative McCarthy,
Representative McCarty votes yes.
Senator Bertel,
Yes.
Representative Leeper, Senator Winfield, Representative Arceno,
Reparceno votes yes.
Representative Belinsky,
Representative Belinsky wishes to vote no and reserve the right to vote yes when we have better details. Thank you.
Representative Brown,
Rep. Brown votes yes.
Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Carney, Representative Chaleski,
Yes.
um, Representative Chaleski, I apologize.
Representative Chaleski is a yes.
Representative Comey, Representative Cook, Representative Cooley, Representative Daphne, Representative Felipe, Senator Flexer, Representative Foncello,
Monticello votes yes.
Representative Jenga, Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Haynes votes yes.
Senator Harding, Representative Howard, Representative Dominique Johnson,
Representative Dominique Johnson votes yes.
Representative Susan Johnson,
Representative Susan Johnson votes yes.
Representative Kennedy,
Kennedy votes yes.
Representative Khan, Senator Kushner, Senator Maroney, Representative Mata, Representative McGee,
McGee votes yes.
Senator Miller, Representative Napoli, Representative Paris, Representative Poulos, Representative Rader,
Representative Rader votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes,
Reddington Hughes votes yes.
Representative Roberts,
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez, Representative Robert Sanchez,
Representative Robert Sanchez votes yes.
Senator Seminara,
Seminar votes yes.
Representative Smith,
Smith votes yes.
Representative Welander,
Representative Welander votes yes.
Representative Supkis.
Zepkis votes yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving along to item number 7, Senate Bill 152, an act implementing the recommendations of the Office of Early Childhood. May I have a motion?
Second.
I have a motion by Representative Cook, a second by Senator McCrory. So this is a straight JF to the floor. There will be no substitute language moving out of committee. As a reminder, this was some cleanup language with respect to protective classes that we were able to pass last year. There is some language about some requirements to post within certain centers. Section 3 also will allow the commissioner to remain nimble when having to implement any sort of policies around the Care for Kids program, which I think we all would appreciate there being able to be some much quicker responses on that. And then section 4 is simply allowing, well, not simply because it's actually a big deal, allowing birth to 3 providers to permitted on site to provide their services. Any questions or comments on this? Seeing none, Senator Berthel.
Mr. Chair, I move that we place this item on the consent calendar.
Any objections? Consider so placed. Moving along to item number 8, Senate Bill 153, an act implementing the recommendations of the Technical Education and Career System. May I have a motion to JFS to appropriations LCO 2640?
So move.
Second.
I have a motion by Senator McCrory, a second by Senator Berthel. This was our new CTEX recommendations bill. In it, you will see that we have, let's see here. Sorry about that. We removed the provision that the language was included in the bill that would have shifted costs to our local and regional boards of education with respect to transitional services or services for those students who are aged up until the age of 22. I believe that they may be doing this, and so this may have been codifying current practice, but I'm glad it was brought to our attention because I'm not sure that that is something that the committee is looking to possibly move forward with. But I think that warrants additional conversations outside of here with the administration on what that looks like. And also requires the CTEX to convene PPT meetings for homeschooled students before they enroll in the tech schools, just because we are seeing our homeschool kids enroll in these opportunities. And it removes obsolete reference to the effective dates of the 2017 legislation that actually established the new system. Any questions, comments? Senator Berthel.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for highlighting the removal of Section 7. I think many of us received calls from our various school districts across the state regarding the shifting of that cost. And, you know, as we continue to look at some of the other factors that are influencing expense and budgets in our school systems, this was an important change and a good thing for us to do here. So I just wanted to be on record with that. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, and I mean, the language explicitly is going to require text to provide these transitional services. So these students are not counted in our student residency counts when it comes to ECS. So these students are students of the state. And I think it is the understanding that the state should be the ones picking up the cost for these services. Any other questions or comments from members? Seeing none, Senator Berthel.
Mr. Chair, I move that we place this item on the consent calendar as well.
Any objection to seeing this placed on a consent calendar? Madam Clerk, so placed. Our last item, item number 9, Senate Bill 154, an act concerning schools. May I have a motion to JF to the floor? I have a motion to JF to the.
So move.
I have a motion by Senator McCrory, a second by Representative Cook. This is the Senate placeholder bill. Any questions or comments? Representative Chalesky.
I just want to make a quick comment. I will be voting no simply because there's no language and based on principle. So I apologize for not saying that earlier. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Absolutely understood. Madam Clerk, would you please call roll?
A motion has been made and seconded to JF to floor, agenda item 9. Senate Bill 154, and not concerning schools. Representative Curry,
Yes.
Senator McCrory.
Yes.
Representative McCarthy,
Representative McCarty votes yes.
Senator Berthel,
No.
Representative Leeper, Senator Winfield, Representative Arseno,
Rep. Arseno votes yes.
Representative Belinsky,
Malinsky votes no.
Representative Brown,
Brown votes yes.
Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Carney, Representative Chaleski, Representative Comey, Representative Cook, Representative Cooley, Representative Dauphiné, Representative Felipe, Senator Flexer, Representative Foncelo,
Foncello votes no.
Representative Jenga, Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes votes no.
Senator Harding, Representative Howard, Representative Johnson, Dominic Johnson,
Representative Dominic Johnson votes yes.
Representative Susan Johnson,
Representative Susan Johnson votes yes.
Representative Kennedy,
Kennedy votes no.
Representative Khan, Senator Kushner, Senator Maroney, Representative Mata, Representative McGee,
Rep. McGee votes yes.
Senator Miller, Representative Napoli, Representative Paris, Representative Poulos,
Representative Poulos votes yes.
Representative Rader,
Representative Rader votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes,
Representative Reddington Hughes votes no.
Representative Roberts,
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez, Representative Robert Sanchez,
Representative Robert Sanchez votes yes.
Senator Seminara,
No.
Representative Smith, Representative Welander,
Representative Welander votes yes.
Representative Supkis,
Supkis votes no.
I think Rep. Chaleski was in the room, but missed her vote.
Sorry, Madam Clerk, Rep. Chaleski votes no.
thank you. This one.
All right. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now, so last we have our consent calendar. Madam Clerk, would you list the bills that we have placed on said consent calendar?
A motion has been made and seconded to vote on today's consent calendar. The consent calendar contains the bills as follows. House Bill 5051, an act establishing Early Start Connecticut. House Bill 5182, an act concerning the Legislative Commissioner's recommendations for technical revisions to the education and early childhood statutes. Senate Bill 152, an act implementing the recommendations of the Office of Early Childhood, and Senate Bill 153, an act implementing the recommendations of the Technical Education and Career System.
And would you please call roll?
Yep. Sorry, I'm getting it. Representative Curry,
Yes.
Senator McCrory,
Yes.
Representative McCarthy,
Representative McCarty votes yes.
Senator Botel,
Yes.
Representative Leeper, Senator Winfield, Representative Arseno, Representative Belinsky,
Malinsky's a yes.
Representative Brown,
Brown votes yes.
Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Carney, Representative Chaleski,
Chaleski votes yes.
Representative Comey, Representative Cook, Representative Cooley,
Representative Cooley votes yes.
Representative Dauphiné, Representative Felipe, Senator Flexer, Representative Foncelo,
Monticello votes yes.
Representative Jenga, Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Haynes votes yes.
Senator Harding, Representative Howard, Representative Dominic Johnson,
Representative Dominic Johnson votes yes.
Representative Susan Johnson,
Representative Susan Johnson votes yes.
Representative Kennedy,
Kennedy votes yes.
Representative Khan, Senator Kushner, Senator Maroney, Representative Mata, Representative McGee,
Brett McGee votes yes.
Senator Miller, Representative Napoli, Representative Perez, Representative Polos,
Representative Poulos votes yes.
Representative Rader,
Representative Rader votes yes.
Representative Reddington Hughes,
Reddington Hughes votes yes.
Representative Roberts,
Representative Roberts votes yes.
Representative Emmanuel Sanchez, Representative Robert Sanchez,
Representative Robert Sanchez votes yes.
Senator Seminara,
Yes.
Representative Smith,
Smith votes yes.
Representative Wielander,
Representative Wheelander votes yes.
Representative Supkus.
Zupkus votes yes.
Thank you.
All right, just again, as a reminder,
Clerk, Madam
Oh.
Clerk, can I vote?
Yes,
Thank you. Senator Kushner votes yes.
thank you.
and again, just as a reminder, we will hold votes open until the start of
Yeah.
the public hearing, at which we will convene the public hearing, and then at the conclusion of the public hearing, we will reconvene to allow for votes to be taken at the conclusion of the public hearing as well. Yep. Just a quick announcement on the next meeting. So we have 2 more public hearings scheduled for Monday, the 11th and Monday, the 13th. As well as, so sprinkled in may be another JF meeting, but then we have our last week ahead of our deadline of the 25th. So stay tuned, everyone. Representative Zupkus.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As you just said, time is flying during this session. And as you know, people in our district and in this building are concerned about the reading waivers. And I'm just interested. I know I was told there's no legislation that's going to be put forward. Can you just please update us on where we are with all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be my pleasure. So each one of the districts that had or were given a denial, transitional, limited, received letters from the State Department of Education, individualized letters from the State Department of Education last week, I believe. And in those letters, they thanked them for their time, and they made clear in a number of them that the programs and models that they reviewed with the districts didn't meet the standards that were set forth. They included a paragraph in those letters with respect to action that may or may not be taken. And I mean, that paragraph was more legal mumbo jumbo that likely didn't need to be included. But I think the most important piece of that letter is that last paragraph, in which it very clearly stated that the department, in collaboration with the Center for Literacy and the Reading Implementation Council, was going to work with the district to be able to figure out what that path forward looks like. I think that if I was a superintendent or a Board of Education member in those districts, I might be reaching out to the State Department of Education and asking them what that specifically looks like and what that timeline is for that process. But I think they have very clearly stated that those 3 bodies are going to work in collaboration to be able to figure out what that path forward looks like.
So is there a possibility that a school that is at the 70% of their children reading on the grade level, we all know everybody wants to improve and we all want every child to read, that they would still have to purchase one of those programs?
So the intent of the legislation was to ensure that everybody was built off of a foundation aligned to the science of reading. And if a district is able to demonstrate that that is the case, that they would be able to have a path forward from the department indicating that they are aligned, they meet the intent of the law. And if that were the case, they may not have to, but they would have to meet the spirit of the law in being aligned to the science of reading.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. We are in recess.
Rosalie, can we go ahead and vote?
Representative Kushner?
Thank you. I would like to vote.
Yes.
Got a question for you.
I'm with Senator Kushner right now. Can I get back to you?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. So the first one is, can you hear me, Senator Kushner?
Yes.
The first one is HB 5180, an act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education.
Senator Kushner votes yes.
Then the next one is HB 5181, an act concerning public education in the state.
Senator Kushner votes yes.
House Bill 5212, an act concerning education funding.
Senator Kushner votes yes.
House Bill 5213, an act concerning disconnected youth.
Senator Kushner votes yes.
Senate Bill 154, an act concerning schools.
Senator Kushner votes yes.
And I have you down for the consent calendar. You're all set.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I came up early in the morning.
Hi, Senator Flexer, can you hear me?
Yeah, vote. It was yesterday, and then I came back up for other meetings.
Hi, yes, I can. Oh, hi, Madam Clerk. You look a little different today.
I know, right?
You just got all the education covered.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need your vote on the first item, which is 5180, and act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education.
Yes,
Then the next one is 5181, and act concerning public education in the state.
yes,
House Bill 5212, and act concerning education funding.
yes,
5213, and act concerning disconnected youth.
yes,
SB 154, and act concerning schools.
yes,
And then the consent calendar with items 1, 4, 7, and 8.
yes.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Hi, Rosalie. Can I vote by any chance?
Hello, Representative Napoli. Yes, I'll.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great.
Okay. So I need your vote on where? Okay, on House Bill 5180, and act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education.
Yes.
House Bill 5181, and act concerning public education in the state.
Yes.
5212, and act concerning education funding.
Yes.
5213, and act concerning disconnected youth.
Yes.
SB 154, and act concerning schools.
Yes.
And then the consent calendar, which had items 1, 4, 7, and 8.
Yes.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Very much. So, thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Representative Gibson?
Hi.
Hi, so I do need you on some votes. Are
Oh,
you ready?
really? Okay.
Yeah. So
How you
I
been?
I've been good. How you been?
Good, thank you.
That's good. So I need your vote for 5181 and not concerning public education in the state.
I vote yes.
And then let me just double check. And then I need your vote for 5213 and not concerning disconnected youth.
I thought I voted on that one. I vote yes.
And then you're all set.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, you too, bye-bye. Hey, how, we come back at
We come back at 12 for the public hearing.
12. Okay, all right, thank you. Is it
That's
the
a
same
separate
Zoom link?
link. That will be a separate link than the Zoom.
Separate link.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Take care.
You too, bye-bye.
Hello, Representative Dauphiné. How are you today? Can you hear me?
I can. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. My volume's not up. Can you hear me now?
I hear you fine. Do you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
So I need your vote on a couple things. So let's just go one by one. So the first one was HB 5180, an act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education.
That went on consent, right?
Oh yeah, no. This one is I have the consent and I'll do that one last.
Oh. So the first one was not consent?
The first one was consent. The first item on the agenda. But the one I'm saying is the second item on the agenda.
Oh, yes, I was a no
The
on that.
consent calendar first?
I don't have anything in front of me. I scooted in my office because I'm in another hearing, but I have them numbered. So,
Okay.
yeah, I have number 1 is consent. Number 2, I was a no.
Okay, let me put you down for a no for that one. And then for HB 5181 and not concerning public education in the state, how would you like to?
And that wasn't consent. I would be a no.
A no, okay. HB 5212 and not concerning education funding, how would you like to?
That was a consent, right?
No.
5212?
5212 was not in the consent.
Oh, what were the votes on that? I just wondered who voted no.
I have them listed as I don't have any no's for that one.
Oh, so that was consent.
No. It wasn't on the consent calendar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll be a yes on that.
So all the ones I'm saying are ones that were not put on the consent calendar.
Gotcha.
The next one was HB 5213 and not concerning disconnected youth.
I was a no.
And then the last one of the ones that are not in the consent is SB 154 and not concerning schools.
Is that number 6?
No, that one is number 9. Item 9 on the agenda.
Yeah, that was a dummy bill, I think. Was that SB 154?
Yep.
Yes, I'm a no.
No. Okay.
But
and then
okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So that's all the ones that were not on the consent. The ones I'm gonna say now were in the consent calendar, which was
But number 6 on the list of the that wasn't supposed to be on consent.
no, it's not on the consent.
I didn't give you a vote for that. That was a no.
Yep, I have you down for a no for that one.
Okay. So I should be 1, 2, 3, 4 no's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no's.
Yeah, so I have you as a no for HB 5180 and I can implement the recommendations of the Department of Education.
Yeah.
I have you down as a no for 5181 and not concerning public education in the state.
Yeah.
I have you down for yes for HB 5212 and not concerning education funding.
Yeah.
Have you for a no on SB 154 and not concerning schools. And I have you as a no for 5213 and not concerning disconnected youth.
Okay, and what number was number 6? What bill was that? Because you didn't mention that. Number 6 on the list. What bill
Number 6 was 5213.
Oh, I
that's
have
the
it as
disconnected youth one.
I have it as number 5. Okay, that's why I'm
Okay.
confused.
And so
Gotcha.
the consent calendar had items on the agenda 1, 4, 7, and 8. Do you want me to list them out for you?
No, 1, 4, 7, and 8. That's what I have.
Okay, so
Thank
how
you.
would you like to vote?
On the consent, yes.
Okay. And with that, you're all set.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Take care.
bye-bye.
We're in a bad, right?
Hi, Senator Maroney.
Hey, Jazz, how are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
I assure you this is not a higher ed meeting.
All right, thanks. I got nervous.
No, but I'm covering for education, so that's why I'm here.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, so I need your vote for House Bill 5180, an act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education. How would you like to vote?
Yes. Marody votes yes.
Okay. The next one is 5181, an act concerning public education in the state. How would you like to vote?
Marody votes yes.
Next one is 5212, an act concerning education funding.
Marody votes yes.
HB 5213, an act concerning disconnected youth.
Marody votes yes.
Senate Bill 154, an act concerning schools.
Marody votes yes.
And then the consent calendar, which had items 1, 4, 7, and 8. How would you like to vote?
Marody votes yes.
Okay, and with that, you're all set.
Okay, thank you. And then the
Thank
public
you.
hearing is at noon?
Yep, it's on you.
Okay, thanks, Jazz.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hi, Representative Smith. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So we
I don't
have you
know.
down for the, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So we have you down for the first one, but we just wanted to get your vote with the camera, just because we didn't have the camera last time. So how would you like to vote on 5180 and act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education?
Oh, yes.
And then how would you like to vote on SB 154 and act concerning schools?
Yes.
And then let me just confirm all my tally sheets and just make sure I have you down for everything. You're all set.
Thanks, Jess. Appreciate it.
Yep. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, Representative Comey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Okay, so I'm gonna list out the bills and let me know how you would like to vote on them. So the first one is HB 5180. Do you want me to read it out or just the bill number is fine?
Yeah, Representative Comey votes yes.
Okay. The next one is 5181 and not concerning public education in the state. How would you like to vote?
Representative Comey votes yes.
House Bill 5212 and not concerning education funding.
Yes, Representative Comey votes yes.
SB 154 and not concerning schools.
Representative Comey votes yes.
House Bill 5212 and not concerning disconnected youth.
Representative Comey votes yes.
Okay. So I have you down for, oh wait, and then the consent calendars were items 1, 4, 7, and 8.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
The consent calendar that had items 1, 4, 7, and 8.
Okay, great. Yeah, Representative Comey votes yes.
And you're all set.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good morning, Rosalie. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Okay, so I need your vote on a couple items. So the first one is 5180, an act implementing the recommendations of the Department of Education. How would you like to vote?
Yes.
5181, an act concerning public education in the state. How would you like to vote?
Yes.
5212, an act concerning education funding.
Yes.
5213, an act concerning disconnected youth. How would you like to vote?
Yes.
SB 154, an act concerning schools.
Yes. Is that a placeholder?
I believe so.
Okay.
So yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then the last item was a consent calendar on items 1, 4, 7, and 8 on the agenda.
Yes.
Okay. And with that, you're all set, Senator Miller.
Thank you very much, Rosalie. See you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Representative Sanchez. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
So I'm covering for Rosalie. So
Okay.
that's why I'm not Rosalie.
I know.
Okay, so the first item that I need your vote is 5180, and I can implement the recommendations of the Department of Education. How would you like to vote?
Representative Sanchez votes yes.
Okay. And then 5181, and not concerning public education in the state.
Representative Sanchez votes yes.
And not concerning education funding, that's 5212.
Rep. Sanchez votes yes.
Okay. 5213, and not concerning disconnected youth,
Rep. Sanchez votes yes.
and not concerning schools,
Rep. Sanchez votes yes.
and then the last item was a consent calendar with items 1, 4, 7, and 8 of the agenda.
Representative Sanchez votes yes.
And with that, you're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Take
care.
care.